First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the New York Jets. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a second and two now from the 33.
Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Darnold now on second down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now it's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
A first down throw, Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown as a New York Jet. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On the stop there, Kenneth Acker.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Big 20. 11.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
White. 21. Hey.
Play action. Stafford. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Vontae Davis. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check. Patriot. Gun. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He's going to get it running right, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Matthews that time. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Lions heading out, coming off a 9-7 finish a season ago. Another year without a playoff victory. And we said it last season, Charles. Unbelievable. They've won only one playoff game since the 1957 NFL championship game back when you were in high school.
Not junior high.
And that one win was way back in January of 1992.
They do have optimism, though, because this team has been building. And I thought that their draft of 2018 signaled that they really want to help their magnificent quarterback Matthew Stafford and take the pressure off of him to produce 5,000-yard passing seasons, because they drafted Kerryon Johnson, a running back out of Auburn, and in free agency got LeGarrette Blount, which signals to me that they want to play a little brute force football. They want to batter some people and take the ball out of the hands of Stafford so often. If they can do that, that'll allow them to slug it out with Green Bay and Minnesota for maybe a division title in the NFC North. And last but not least, you know who they beat in 57?
Who?
The Cleveland Browns.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones, 72 yards. yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jets making their way out. Last year, the impressive 3-2 start. A lot of people predicted they would go 0-16, but then after that start, they sort of collapsed. Just 2 wins after Week 5. So as we look ahead to this year, Charles, what can we expect from the Jets?
Well, I would expect them to continue to play with great effort because their head coach, Todd Bowles, demands that. But Sam Darnold, their #1 draft choice, he will be the key to their season. The faster that he plays well, the better the Jets obviously are going to be. And on defense, last in the league in pass rush last year, last in the league in sacks. They'll have to do that by committee this year and find ways to get pressure on the quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
This is the running back Powell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone!
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's again to Crowell. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And credit the tackle to Cliff Avril.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
No, Jack, Patriot! Detroit!
Back to throw, Darnold. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It's caught by Crowell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
No, Jack, Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
Here's Powell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pack 55! Ready? 21! They go here! Hey, give me a radar! They go here!
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Double! Stay 50, stay 50. 21! Zebra! Ready!
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Go here!
Out of the gun, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They go here!
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for White on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On the ball, on the ball! Let's go, come on, man, pick it up. White. 32!
Throwing again is Stafford. Dancing to his left. is his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Go here. Block it. Go here.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Stay 50, stay 50. Go here. Jumbo, jumbo. Hey, 70.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
22. Hey, go here. 21. Middle, let's go.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Hey, 4 down, tag 53. Hey, 22.
Stafford on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. That'll bring up second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Double right. 21.
Throwing again. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Hey, tag 50 left. Double, set. 22. 21. Ready.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Double. 32. Zebra. Hey.
Again, it's Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeAndrew White from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second, scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So out now come the Lions. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
10, 10. Hey, red. 11, 11. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tag 55.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Now Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Trio right, trio right. Block it. Jumbo, jumbo. Zebra. Hey, go here.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On third down, Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Caught. It's Ellington. And now running right through it. Oh, then the spin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
10, 10. 21. 21. Like 7.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game. Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Over!
On first down, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Tag 50! Tag 50! Hey, 22! Zebra!
Stafford going to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. Here's Stafford now on second down. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Play action. Stafford. A deep ball for Ellington. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On fourth down, Stafford steps away to his left. It's hauled in by Ellington. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Tag 55! 4 down, check. Jumbo! Hey, tag 50 left.
Throwing here, Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation.
22!
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Tag 50, tag 50.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best
you.